hi there. I'm a friend of Paul's. My name's Helena, and I met Paul. Well, Paul and I've known of each other for many years, as we've both been in the music business around this area for so long. And I connected with him more so after he had his stroke, because I had had a stroke myself 11 years ago now. And as a fellow musician stroke survivor, I reached out and connected with him, and we got chatting and felt a real connection. So we've kept in touch via Facebook and all this kind of stuff. So that was my connection with Paul. And the reason for my stories is going to be a near-death experience, my story. That sounds very dark, it so isn't. But I've had the stroke, which I guess was a near-death experience. And just in the last couple of years, I had a brain tumour removed as well. So I had brain surgery. So there you are, another near-death. And it got me thinking about near-death experiences. But I was also, in the last week or two, reading a book by Maggie O'Farrell called I Am, I Am, I Am. And she tells the whole story through her own near-death experiences. And it was a fascinating read. And it made me realise that, yes, there was these two really serious things that have happened in my life. But there's been some others that actually the telling of which can be quite entertaining. Hopefully this will make you laugh. And it goes back to when I was 8, growing up in Holcombe. And me and my friend at the time, we were in Holcombe Rec, we used to call it, the playing fields. And we were mucking about with our friends, and we thought it'd be highly hilarious to leave the rec via the Kissing Gate, which was up the road, walk along the road and come back into the rec via the bus stop. So in effect, just doing a loop around, but pretending we'd run away from them, but then we'd turn up again the other end of the playing fields. Not funny now at all, but to our 8-year-old brains, we thought it was a wizard wheeze. Anyway, we left the rec through the Kissing Gate onto the main road, which is opposite the village hall, and then walked along the side of the road to get into the rec at the other end. Unfortunately, as we were walking, and I hasten to add, one behind each other to the side of the road, not in the middle of the road, a lorry came past and whacked me. I don't remember a great deal about it, but I guess it must have hurt a bit. But I was ordered to stay where I was, laid on the tarmac. The lady in the wool shop opposite, remember a wool shop? She came out, put a blanket over me. Pink blanket, I remember that. And I was ordered to stay put. The ambulance came. I got taken off to hospital. Luckily, I was only bruised. Whoever knows, the rumour was if the wheel had hit me or any other part of hit me, it would have been really, very, very dangerous. But maybe it was the mud flat that hit me, or just the side. Anyway, I got away with it. Just got the bruise. But this part of the story that left me indignant was two things. Firstly, the policeman who came round to see me a week or so later to talk to me about traffic. Oh, look, here's my cat in the middle of my story, walking in front of the screen, live. Brilliant, isn't it? I'm not going to start again. I'm just going to do it with the cat meowing. So the policeman came round and started talking to me about road safety, and I was incensed. At 8 years old, I remember being highly incensed that I hadn't run out into the road. The lorry driver had told everyone I'd run out into the road. Now, me and my mate both knew we did not run out into the road because we walked out of the Kissing Gates and along the side of the road to the other end of the playing fields. At no point were we crossing the road or running out into the road. We both knew that. But that was what he told the police. And I then got told off. And I remember finding that really unfair because I knew that wasn't the case. Here's the cat, just for the punchline. But the worst part of all, the most indignant part, was while I was lying on the tarmac and the ambulance had come and they were checking me over. My sister's boyfriend, who was like my big brother, but he was still a man and I was still a girl, I could see him. He'd come rushing up. I guess they'd got a message down to my family down in the village. He'd come rushing up to see how I was, and I knew he was standing right in front of me. He was a very tall man, a guy called Chris Banbury. You might know him, 6'8", lives in Culford still, about size 11 or 12 feet probably. So I remember very, very clearly seeing his huge feet in front of me. That's not the worst bit. The worst bit of this whole story is not getting run down, is not getting told off by the police. It's when Chris Banbury was shown my bottom, because the people in the ambulance crew pulled down my trousers and my pants and showed my bum to the world, but more particularly to this man, this big brother, if you like. And that is the humiliating part of the story for me. At the time, I felt indignant. I'm embarrassed to this very day. Don't care about being knocked over by a lorry. Still alive. But Chris Banbury saw my arse, and that hurts.